I can click on things and it does it straight away. This has never happened before. Hello and welcome back to more Chelsea Challenge here on the channel with me, Mr. Grand 2, and the first episode of the series on a computer that's actually capable of running Football Manager, which is something I've never had in my entire life. Yes, the new computer is fully armed and operational. It's been a bit of an ordeal. Of course, it came on Saturday last week. Unfortunately, it seems that DHL are pretty incompetent at their jobs, and it had been seemingly dropped at some point in transit. I'm not a computer expert, but I thought it looked a little bit dodgy. And sure enough, I took it to a guy. Shout out to Norfolk IT Services if you need any computer help in the Norfolk area. Very, very good. Yeah, it turns out the whole cooling unit fan was completely broken, completely off, and various other parts had come loose, and the graphics card was completely and utterly destroyed in the process as well. So not ideal, really. Luckily, he was able to fix it in terms of putting the cooling unit back in and everything else. So it is all operational. The graphics card is completely shot though, so yeah, hopefully we get some compensation. The package was insured, but if not, the inbuilt graphics capabilities of the computer are actually pretty much all we need for a game like this. It is the processor that we're most interested in, and that has gone very, very well. I'm going to show you not the preferences. That even though the computer is better, I'm still not better. I'm still an idiot. Remove leagues. Here we go. I have installed France, Germany, Scotland, Italy and Spain. Obviously they won't come in until the end of the season, but they will be there after that. The most I've ever had for computer performance is 1 star with a small database and just the Premier League loaded. That's the best I've ever managed. 4-star computer performance, 5-star over there as well. Yeah, it's very nice. And it's safe to say that the funness of having a new computer has translated into our form in the league, which has been absolutely sensational, and indeed everywhere. It is a full card of wins since last time out, which was the Norwich and Ajax games. Absolutely brilliant. Not particularly high scoring, but very, very solid, very, very disciplined, and I'm shocked that these are as a result of my tactics. I mean, we are using the preset vertical tiki-taka some of the time, but otherwise we're using a tactical system that I have created, and I don't know what I'm doing. But we started off with a 1-0 win against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Mason Mount getting the goal early on. Not an especially exciting game in terms of anything really happening, but a good result nevertheless. A 1-0 win against Genk then followed Michy Batshuayi getting the goal in that one, and that did seal our progress to the Champions League knockouts, which is why we're not going to play the Valencia game, because that was kind of a dead rubber as a result of this, because unless Ajax failed to beat Genk, which was unlikely, we could not possibly win the group anyway, so yeah, we didn't win the group. Let's have a look at the Champions League table while we're here. We did beat Valencia in the other game. That's our most recent game. Beat them 2-1. Pedro and Mateo Kovacic getting the goals. But hang on, what? Okay, well, that would have been exciting. I didn't realise that. I just assumed Ajax had beaten Genk. They didn't. They drew 3-3. Genk did a number on them, just like they did on us earlier in the season. We've actually won the group. I thought we came second. That's a nice surprise. Anyway, there you go. We won the group with 12 points. I didn't know that, but apparently we did. Ajax had a bit of a choke. So that was the Champions League, going very well, very well. In the league, 3 other wins as well, all 2-0s. 3 2-0s in a row, the most impressive of which so far this entire save against Tottenham Hotspur. 2-0 win. Jorginho with a penalty, which he actually scored, and then a Reece James goal late on to seal things. It was a game of comically bad misses from both sides. Tammy Abraham, Christian Pulisic and Harry Kane all had absolutely glorious opportunities, which they somehow squandered. That was followed up with a 2-0 win against Southampton. Christian Pulisic and Antonio Rudiger with the goals, although sort of inverted in terms of what you would expect. It was a header from a corner from Christian Pulisic. Antonio Rudiger just fully volleyed it in, which is not what you expect from your centre-back, but there we go. And then most recently a 2-0 win against Newcastle United away from home. Our wing wizards came alive. Callum Hudson-Odoi and Christian Pulisic running the show. Let's have a look at the goals in this one. Both really sensational from 2 players who have not done much so far this season, but certainly showed up in this one. Which means today we will be playing Watford in the league, and then we're going to play Manchester United in the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. We could have done a Manchester doubleheader, but, well, I mean, you don't want to tempt fate. City are top of the league. We'll look at the table in a second. Don't want to tempt fate. Also, as I'm recording this, I'm quite hungry, so I want to play the next two games as quick as it is. So here's the league table then. Manchester City top of the league as things stand, but it's very, very tight. We are in 5th for all of our efforts. 34 points after 15 games isn't bad at all. But level on points with Liverpool, 2 ahead of Spurs, and just 1 behind Manchester United and Arsenal, who seem to be incredibly unrealistically good in this. City top of the league on 37. Yeah, very congested, very tight. Other than United and Arsenal being so high up, it is pretty much a blueprint for what you would expect if you sort of predicted the Premier League based on how good the squads are before the start of the season. So the board are still pretty much loving me. They're very pleased with the football we're playing. It's good to see they are reserving judgment on the signing players' philosophies, because obviously we have a transfer ban. Still only a B minus though. I would like a B. In fact, was it a B plus before? I can't remember. I can't remember. I mean, we might have gone down, which is slightly odd. They have no criticisms of us. We also haven't lost a single match since last time, so they have nothing to be upset about. Most importantly of all though, we have won our first trophy, the trophy that really matters, Manager of the Month, as you would expect for that fantastic November. All 3 games we won, beating out these 2 clowns. Not sure what they're doing there, but yeah, very nice as well to see. We've got a special personal congratulations from Marina. Very, that's the good encouragement we like to see. Anyway, we have also just got our youth intake preview. Some interesting prospects. This is what I'm excited for. We have what looks like a top prospect in the centre of midfield. We need a central midfielder. He's not going to be ready for the first team, of course, but I mean that's an area we're sort of definitely looking to sign someone in the summer. One good young English central midfielder from South Norwood, which is good. We should be really optimistic about this group of young players overall. Some of them are not very good, but overall we have to be quite positive about that one. Reece James has also signed a new contract, and he's responded by getting a 10 in training, which obviously is the best you can do. He has been really good this season. Him and Emerson, not necessarily what you would necessarily pick as first choice, but yeah, they've done incredibly well, and Azpilicueta and Alonso being firmly kept out the side. I just love it. I've played more games in the last half an hour than I manage usually in about 3 days. Anyway, Watford to come, the only team with a logo in the Premier League. Of course, they are sponsored by Football Manager, but this is not the team we're going to use. This is the team that played against Valencia, the rotated side. Go back to full strength. Emerson is unfortunately suspended, so we will bring in Marcos Alonso, who played pretty well against Valencia, so he deserves a start in this one. Otherwise, the team is at full strength. Then Kepa's going to be in goal, of course. Christensen, Rudiger, and James complete the defence. Jorginho in defensive midfield with Kante and Mount in front of him. Pulisic and Hudson-Odoi on the wings. Tammy Abraham had a little bit of an injury recently. Michy Batshuayi's been playing, hasn't scored. Tammy though, top scorer still for us. Not in the top 3 scorers. Jamie Vardy running away with it in terms of the whole league, but he's going to be back up front today. So Watford then, we are playing the sort of slightly more attacking, higher paced system that we usually play in home games. I'm playing the standard vertical tiki-taka away from home. Look at that, just rubbing it in. They've got the licence. I mean, get the licence for the other clubs, They've got the Arsenal licence, but they're only using that one in a special Arsenal edition you buy from the Arsenal club store. So hopefully the match will record pretty well. I've done a bit of a test, and I think it will. Obviously, last episode was pretty much a disaster. Ben Foster's goal kick is disastrous there, giving it away. Christian Pulisic with a glorious opportunity to put us into the lead. Forces a save though. Mount with a corner, headed away. It's come down to Hudson-Odoi. Goes for a run. Fantastic save from Ben Foster there as well. He's still got life in him despite his advanced age. And a frenetic start. 2 glorious opportunities. Marcos Alonso getting the ball, Mason Mount running forward. You can see the pace at which we play. It could prove costly later on in the season, but right now it's doing very, very well. Pulisic on the right-hand side loses out to Pereira, but Reece James gets it back. Kante, Pulisic, and they're all exchanging passes. It's lost, though. Tom cleverly running forwards, but look, the pressing to get it back straight away. We don't get it back. We do get it back, though, with a misplaced pass. Hudson-Odoi at speed. Lovely ball across to Pulisic. Can't get it quite across for the follow-up, but what a piece of play that was. Not even 20 minutes on the clock. But some great chances. Will we live to regret them? Lovely ball from Kepa, finds its way to Hudson-Odoi, runs across the entire middle of the pitch. Pulisic plays it back across, comes out to Jorginho. Alonso, not particularly match fit on the left-hand side. Can he find a ball in? He can. It comes down to Kante, Mason Mount with a shot, and it's a wild effort in the end. So doing well so far, lots of opportunities, not particularly clinical, but I think we'll keep the balanced approach for now. Reece James with a shot, and it's nearly found its way in. Goodness me. Ben Foster getting very, very lucky, dragging it along the goal line. Obviously goal line technology in place, so we know it didn't cross the line, but that was the closest we've come so far for sure. Well, there we go, half time, and I have to say I'm disappointed purely because we've played so well. We've dominated possession, dominated shots and shots on target, lots of opportunities, haven't done much with them. Apparently Christian Pulisic is on a 6.1. I'm not really sure why he is. Not sure what's caused that one. He hasn't really missed anything major. We'll see how he does. Here he is on the ball again. Come to Kante. It was well worked, but not the end product that we need. We might have to take off Pulisic if he's going to have such a bad game. Not sure what's caused it. Lovely ball from Alonso. That was a well spotted pass, and Pulisic again spurns the opportunity. Time's rapidly disappearing in this second half. I might need to slow things down a little bit in terms of the game speed, but we'll bring on William, because apparently he's not playing particularly well. Kante's also apparently got a bit of an injury, according to Jody Morris, so we'll take him off too, because he's obviously so important we can't afford to risk him. So 10 minutes to go. I think let's pause. Let's slow this down a little bit. I think we could go positive. We'll try that. I don't want to be hit on the break, particularly. Reece James has got a bit of a knock as well, so he's going to have to come off. I think this is going to be a disappointing draw, given the way we've dominated this one. Yeah, frustrating. Lots of chances, and it doesn't look like we're going to find the breakthrough at any point. And we've come off. We might as well go attacking. For the last minute or so, it's not going to make any difference. And we're playing 2 minutes more than we should. Great timekeeping there from the referee. Well, an action-packed game, lots of opportunities, but our winning run comes to an end, obviously, because I've started recording. We don't lose, but we really should be winning that. Reece James got a 3-day injury, which is not ideal, but there we go. Chelsea failed to make chances play. That really does sum it up. We were unlucky, but that's the kind of game that we need to be winning. We want to be winning the league. So our winning streak comes to an end. Disappointing that was at home, but you're not going to win them all. Anyway, we're going to rest everybody, and we're going to play Manchester United in a few days' time because, well, I mean, that if we win that, we'll be into our first semi-final in only our first season of management. Man City dropping points at Norwich, though that could prove critical. We are very closely packed at the top. Antonio Rudiger wants a new contract. I mean, no. No. I do need to keep Cesar Azpilicueta happy because he's a very good captain and he's very, he's very calm. He's quite a quiet guy. He's very good at taking people aside and telling them to stop asking for more money, which is an important skill that you need in a captain. Champions League knockout draw as well. Good job we're here. That's good timing, isn't it? Let's see who we're going to get. Obviously we are seeded because we won the group, apparently. I didn't know we did, but we did. Obviously we can't play Ajax. There's no other teams we can't play. No other English teams in there. Atalanta would be good, but otherwise that's pretty bad, isn't it? Barcelona, Juventus, Atletico Madrid and PSG all in there. Yeah. Let's see who we get. Ajax, Barcelona. Oh, of course. I thought I'd escaped them. After 7 years with Monaco, constantly playing PS Bloomin' G. Oh, well, it's PSG then. So that's going to be the end of our Champions League knockouts. Dreams, you would think. But yeah, not great, really. Forgot to say as well, Billy Gilmore, one of our young prospects, he played in the game against Valencia in the Champions League. Did very, very well. Very, very well. Definitely one to watch for the future. So Manchester United, and I think we're going to have to go pretty much full strength because I don't want to lose this. It's the cup. Yes, it's the League Cup, but I want to win. I think Man United could be a bit complacent here. Emerson's going to come back in for Marcus Alonso. Reece James is not particularly fit, so we're going to bring in Cesar Azpilicueta, and then we can put Kurt Zouma on the bench. Why not? I think I might play Willian, and I might play Pedro. I'm a little bit worried about potential injuries to Hudson-Odoi and Pulisic in particular, because they're bombing up and down a lot. In terms of system, then I think we're going to go with a standard vertical tiki-taka, because Man United are apparently quite good on the game. Man United coming forwards early on, it's ominously, playing it around the back. Lovely pressing from us, though. We have got the older boys on the wings this time, but you know, they love the opportunity. They want to play. They want to show that they have a future at the club. They don't have a future at the club. They're going to be sold. Anthony Martial's in. Kepa comes off his line and makes a save. I've not mentioned that either. Kepa, absolutely brilliant so far this season. He's probably going to make a clanger in a minute. Daniel James playing it around. It's come to Harry Maguire. Daniel James back on the ball. The two new signings exchanging passes. Luke Shaw, in the end, gets the ball when the highlight ends. But yeah, Kepa's been brilliant this season. Made a string of phenomenal saves. Andreas Pereira with a free kick, which Kepa claims, because that's the kind of guy he is. He might argue about getting substituted, but you know, he'll make a save. Emerson on the left-hand side, into Pedro, cuts inside, comes to Tammy Abraham. Mason Mount, is he going to go for the shot? No. Azpilicueta looking for Willian. He's found Willian, and Willian is there to put the ball away. And we can hopefully see a replay in slightly higher graphical quality for the first time in the episode. Cesar Azpilicueta, Willian on the turn. He's lost his hair from the looks of it. Doesn't seem to have his hair, but he does have his shooting boots on today, and we take the lead against Manchester United at Old Trafford in the League Cup quarter-final. Corner in though from Manchester United, headed on, and it's cleared off the line by Emerson, having a man on the far post, paying off once again. Harry Maguire involved in the thick of the action. Mason Mount with a free kick from deep, looking for anybody. He doesn't find anybody, but the ball is cleared straight back to us. Azpilicueta out to Willian. The whole right-hand side is different from normal, but they've done very well so far with the assist and with the goal. Andreas Christensen finds Pedro. Not the best pass from Pedro there, and Man United breaking its speed from Daniel James. Is he going to go for the shot? No, he's not, because he was fouled by the man I was just praising. Azpilicueta gives the penalty away, and Paul Pogba is going to take it, and it's saved by Kepa. Absolutely brilliant from our own other Spaniard, I should say. Kepa, brilliant from him. Deulofeu with a whipped shot from the corner. Still don't know why he's at Man United. Kepa with another save, though. Well, that's why he should have been in the penalty shootout, really, isn't it? And Antonio Rudiger has spoiled everything. He was told to ease off tackles. He didn't ease off tackles. And it was going so well. Oh, it was going so well. What do we even do in this situation? What do we even do? This is the first time anyone's been sent off all season. I don't know what to do if we go down to 10 men. I'm going to take Pedro off. So we'll put Tamori on. I'm just going to do this. And we really should have got a second goal by this point. That would have made it easier. Daniel James with a shot. Kepa with another save. And they are dominating in terms of shots on target. I'm not sure how we have got the lead, given the balance of play. And it's going to be very difficult to hold on for over a half with only 10 players on the pitch. I mean, I can only praise the players that are out there. You're not getting praised. You are getting shouted at. Not very good, Tony. Not very good. Well, if we can hold on here, it's going to be pretty miraculous. We are under the cosh, it is fair to say. Kepa having an absolute barnstormer, though. Can we somehow grab ourselves a second? We don't have anyone on. Emerson's going to have to do the whole job himself. He's going. He's found Willian. And it's 2-0. Willian gets his second of the game. Emerson doing the job of two players on the left-hand side now, with Pedro having been sacrificed. And what a job he's doing. Fantastic run. Man United cannot live with him. And Willian steals in for a simple header past a despairing David De Gea. And we are 2-0 up against Man United, despite only having 10 players on the pitch. Big header from Christensen away. It comes to Deulofeu, though, and his shot goes wide. Mason Mount with the corner. Can we make it an unfathomable 3? Not this occasion. So many highlights in this one. We're only 58 minutes in. Daniel James, pace to burn. His shot is wide as well. Still got plenty of time to get back into it, though. Diego Dalot on the right-hand side. There's the cross. There's the goal. It has been coming. It's fair to say Daniel James has looked United's best player, as he has done in reality this season. Dalot I mean, you can't blame Emerson there. He's running the whole left flank himself, so it's okay. He got a bit tired. That's understandable. Kepa's on an 8.4, by the way, despite conceding that. All right, time is ticking away. 10 minutes left. We are still somehow leading. Look at the stats. How are we winning this match? And are we going to do this? 4 minutes of injury time left. Oh, the time's gone. It's ticked away. We've done it. I don't know how, but we've done it. Man United 1, Chelsea 2. We're into the League Cup semi-final, and that's that is a full strength United side there. Pretty blooming good. Willian gets player of the match. We did get 2 goals. I think it should be Kepa, really. I'm proud of the penalty save and the way you played. Well done, sir. You have been probably the star of the season so far as I'm concerned. But what a win that was. Well, a disappointing draw against Watford, but more than made up for with a stirring win against Manchester United, and we are unbeaten, going quite the way back to the Ajax game. Since I changed the tactics around, we've been doing very, very well, which is shocking, because as I said earlier, I don't know what I'm doing. But that is going to be that. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed the matches today. Leave a like if you enjoyed improved production quality and overall computer speed. I certainly do. We're going to come back next time. Well, I mean, we've got the League Cup semi-final. Obviously, that's 2 legs. I don't think we're going to play both of them necessarily, but we certainly could play one of them. We might have to play both of them. You know, we might have to come back for the first leg of the semi-final and then Aston Villa. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.